Hey guys, well I'm up to the stage of honing. I've done the other side and God, it's a good tool. God, it's not that hard to use. I've got it set on the revs with the trigger. We can actually adjust the speed of it. So that takes the thinking out of the equation. And I'm sort of going, well, they say 60 to 120 strokes per minute. So it's anywhere from a stroke a second, but you can go, I've been going a little bit quicker. I suppose about that speed for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Then I check the bores, and I've actually given them roughly around sort of 2 hits at around 10 to 15 seconds, just depending on the condition. Number 4 at the minute was probably the worst out of it, and I actually gave that a 3rd hit just to sort of bring it up to the specs of the other one. But geez, I'm happy with it so far. Awesome tool. For anyone who wants to know, that's a 240 grit, by the way. So I think it's their finest one they make in this sort of flex hone style. I've just been using, this is actually power steering fluid, but it's actually ATF, so automatic transmission fluid. It's quite thin, so I've been using that, and I've just sort of been running it around the bores. I've been doing 2 at a time actually. I think it just seems like it's just easy. I get into a bit of a rhythm, and yeah. All right, I'll show you guys how I'm doing it. I'm no expert, but I think once you read the instructions, watch a few videos on other people having a go at it, you'll get it pretty quick. It's not that hard. I've got it set at that speed. It's about that. Roughly 10, 11, 12. That's it. Do the next one. There you go. I mean, you'd have to go sitting it in there for a minute, 2 minutes to really make a big impact, I feel, because I've got some fine sort of scores in it and I never quite got them out, and I'm not really interested in getting them right out because I don't really want to get in and try and take too much out of it. That's my goal anyway. But God, it does a nice crosshatch, guys, and it's right on the money too compared to the original ones. That's all I'm sort of gauging off. And it's bloody awesome. It really is. I can see a couple of faint scratches still in it, but I'll give it another go on that same again. So that'll be probably total 30, maybe 40 seconds all up. And that's what they recommend, so everyone's got their ideas on it. That's all right. It's just whatever works for yourself and whatever you feel comfortable doing. It's just really nice to use, like when you bring it in and out, it's just a real, I like the balls. I love the balls over the other style. I think that should nearly do it. You can feel it loading too, so it is really, really biting. I'm guessing as it ages, you'd need to stay in there a little bit longer. But at the minute, it's... wow. Look at that. That's unbelievable. Awesome. It does a good job. And if you go back over it and you're not sort of happy with it, I suppose you can always go in and just give it another little touch up. I'm not wanting perfect bores. I'm not going to get all the scratches out or marks. It's not going to be a high mileage deal. Yeah, oh God, I'll show you guys actually. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to show you all the bores inside in the shed under the light. So I'll give you a better look at it. Like I said, it's not getting rid of all the, and there's some really faint ones in there. You can see it in the camera. But there's the two cross hatching, look. It's very similar in angle. Awesome. Alright, we'll do the other ones. I love doing this, guys. I love having to go doing as much as I can on my own. That's the reason that makes me want to work on my car and do all this stuff. If I was just handing out the money to everyone and say, fix my car, do this, do that, I wouldn't have the same passion. There's just no way I'd be into it as much as I am because I'm doing it all myself. And that's what it's all about for me. It's just getting out there, learning what you can and not be scared to have a go. Because at the end of the day, guys, end of the day, the more you can do yourself, the more you can save money and buy parts for other bits. So it's a win-win. Really steep, getting into it. Wow, and you can really feel the drag on it too, guys. It's doing some serious cutting in there, you can feel it. Awesome. We'll have a little look and we'll lube up and go again. I'm going to wash the block tomorrow. I've got my rings coming. I've ordered them, the Molly rings, and we'll do the gapping process too, guys. So I want to show you that. I ran 28 thousandths ring gap before, top and second ring. We'll do the same. Not hard to do. A fella I know's got a little ring filer. I might call on him and ask him if I can borrow it. Rather than use a grinder, I think I'll just borrow that. I did last time. If you're watching, mate, I'll be heading up your way soon. Yes, so it wants another little go, just to get into it a little bit more. Oh, I love it. You know, guys, that carb hat, that's just an absolute revelation for me. Sorry, I'm a bit... The old tongue, I'm getting her in a bit of a knot today. But yeah, that carb hat was an incredible discovery and learning curve in the last few days. So that's been like it since day one. Caused a lot of issues. One hone job near post for the price of this thing. They charged me $110 and that was by the time it landed to my door it was $150. So 2 hones on an engine and it's paid for itself over and some. Oh wow, God, that comes up nice. That's incredible. What a tool. It's a really good, safe, I found, like you'd have to be doing something stupid to wreck your ball. Whereas the other ones, I've seen them, I don't know. They look like you've really got to be careful. That's just from what I've seen on the YouTube, guys. Wow, I'm happy with that. That's awesome. What I'll do, I'll show you in the shed under the lights. Alright guys, we'll just have a little look. A couple of fine on this side. This is on the right hand side bank, so this is the one that sort of didn't cop. Oh, so we can get the light in there. Yeah, there you go. You can sort of see the real faint marks. But I don't want to keep going and just sort of increase the bore diameter. There's got to be a compromise. Yeah, I'm happy with it, guys. I'm really happy. I'll show you the other side. So we're looking at number 2, number 4, it's down the bottom side of it, and number 6, and number 8. You can see a little faint scratch, little mark there. I mean, you could keep going, but I don't want to get that out because at the end of the day, like I said, it's just over honing it. You shouldn't use a hone really to get out big scratches. I mean, I can live with that. There's that mark there from that. That was the worst of it. You can just sort of see it there, guys. Yeah, there you go. You can sort of see it, but it's very faint. A little faint scratch there. Not too bad. So number 6 and number 4 are the worst affected bores, but they're looking good. I'm very happy with them. That's awesome. Alright folks, well there you go. So we've sort of prepped it up with the honing. I'm going to give it a good wash. I'll do that tomorrow. Get right in there and give it a good tub. I've got my oil galley plugs out, ready for a good flush out, and we'll clean this thing right up, and then when my rings turn up, we'll gap them. I'll do a vid then. The comeback is finally happening. Oh, by the way, I'd be buggered if I can get another piston, guys. I've been ringing up here, there, everywhere, I just can't find one. If any of you guys can get me a piston, I'd love it, but I'm not too concerned about running it. So I've had a good look at it under the magnifying glass and really thought about it. It's not as bad as it looks. It's a forged piston, remember? If it was a cast one, I don't think I'd bother. But being forged gives me a little bit of confidence. I mean, if the tune ever goes again, well, it's going to be a catastrophe. So it's all about re-learning everything again when this engine's going again, guys. And I'm going to dive right in with you, all of it. Don't hide anything, like all my tune. We're just going to go right through it again, and we'll get it to work. I've got all the confidence in the world. All right, folks, I'll pop one up soon. Catch yous later.